John Hudson, pastor of the Pilgrim United Church of Christ in Sherburne, Massachusetts, and the writer of Spiritually Speaking, a weekly newspaper column for Gannett Media, and I welcome you to another of my weekly video essays with thoughts about how all of us can lean into and get through these strange and amazing days. In the COVID silver lining department this week, let me tell you about Olivia Adams, an Arlington, Massachusetts new mom on maternity leave from her job as a software development, who in her spare time from taking care of her newborn, created a website from scratch, a portal for finding and making vaccine appointments. And that portal that she created, it makes the state's vaccine portal look, well, by comparison, not as easy nor as quick. And already thousands of folks have used her site to seamlessly get in line for a COVID shot. Thanks, Olivia. And thanks to the hundreds of other volunteers also across the state who are helping seniors and not so tech-savvy people, helping folks who speak English as a second language, helping our aging parents to find a vaccine appointment. These are the helpers, neighbors and friends and tech geeks and young adults and stay-at-home parents and church folks, like a team from the faith community that I serve. All of them saying, sign me up. I want to help someone. The truth is the vaccine rollout has been bumpy and spotty and difficult, and not just here in Massachusetts, but all around the country. Seniors frustrated in their efforts, and groups pitted against one another, and government employees getting bashed, even though they are working so hard and trying their best. So when I read or hear about someone like Adams, who sees a problem and decides to solve it, who sees a stranger who needs assistance and decides to lend a hand, well, it just reminds me of the essential goodness of most people in this world, the essential decency. It reminds me that most people, when asked, will make a sacrifice for the greater good, that they will go out of their way to reach out to a neighbor and be a good friend. I think we forget this truth sometimes and can be tempted to see only the worst in others, or to get caught up in the blaming game in the midst of a huge communal crisis like COVID-19, or worst of all, we can be cynical and say every man for himself. But no, my faith teaches me one simple lesson: to treat others as I want to be treated, to be a good neighbor and citizen, a helper. As Mr. Rogers, one of my favorite teachers, once said about how to be hopeful during hard times or bad times or in a crisis, he said to always look for the helpers. Always look for the helpers, because they are always there. Look for them. Thank them, or better yet, you be a helper too, and me and all of us. If we had to learn one lesson over and over and over again in the past year, it is this: we are all in this together, all in the same boat, and the more we can do to keep the best interest of others in mind, and the more we can do to support and nurture the common good, the faster we can defeat the virus. Thanks, Olivia. Thanks to everyone who has decided to be a part of the solution, to love their neighbors as they love themselves. If you know of someone who needs help getting an appointment, please be in touch with me through this Facebook page. Thanks for joining me. Our church offers worship every Sunday morning on this Facebook page at 9:50 a.m., and we'd love to have you with us. Take care, and I pray that you and your loved ones, and all of us, that we can keep the faith. Be well, stay safe, and God bless all of us, and God bless our world.